How many times have you started something and stopped? How many times did you press start and then press stop? Well, I can tell you this, I've done that many times making this video. I don't know why. It should be comfortable. Speaking in front of people is comfortable, but here I am, and the fact that I'm doing this is astronomical because I am just starting, and that's really what you have to do, is just start something. No matter what it takes, and no matter how many times that you have to redo it, no matter how many times that you have to try again, no matter how many times you have to stop and then start again, just do it. I would like to talk about when I would write and take pictures. I would write to myself writings and inspirations that I would use for my own life, putting them on paper and using my own words to lift me up, to keep me moving, to keep me going. And one day I decided to share them with somebody because, quite frankly, when I admitted I was embarrassed to share my words and my work. It's hard to share your inner thoughts and your inner feelings with others sometimes, right? And the response was pretty overwhelming. And I ended up sending those inspirations to many people. And it became a Reamerism of the Day and a newsletter that people would sign up for. And I was sending these all over the world. And it became a phenomenal, phenomenal thing. I would also take pictures and photography, and macro photography and landscape photography was one of my favorites. And if you're not familiar with macro photography, it's when you get really, really close to a subject and you see the things that you normally would not see if you were just looking at them from afar, like the inner workings of a flower or the hairs of a bug or a bee or an animal. I would not use zoom. I would get right up to the face of my subjects, not humans. I'm talking bugs and grass and landscaping, okay? Right up there, even if it was a bee, even if it can sting me, I'd be right up there taking the pictures. And I was very passionate about that. And I took a lot of pictures of flowers and did not want to share those neither because they were flowers. I didn't know how people would respond. And it was the same thing. People responded with open arms. For years, I had been feeling the desire to write and to share. And all of a sudden, life got in the way. Life circumstances got in the way. And it took me away from writing. It took me away from photography. I allowed my inner darkness to overshadow the sharing and the love that I had for things and others. And what had happened was I started to look at my work and started to look at the book that I had put out, my Reamerisms, motivations, and I started to hate them. I started to feel hatred for what I had written because I didn't believe it then. Once I started to go through some really dark things, I said, everything that I'm writing here should be lifting me up, but I feel like they're all lies because how am I feeling this way if I'm putting these inspirations and motivations out? How do I feel this way? And for years and years, I had moved away from writing. Nothing flowed through my mind. And at one time, the motivations and poems would fly through my mind so much, I would write them on receipts, write them on paper, write them everywhere because they would just be flowing intensely. And then they stopped. Eventually things started to change. My external circumstances started to change. My internal thinking started to change. What I desired and thought about and my thoughts all changed. And they changed by choice. And once that started to happen, the words started flowing again. And I have this desire to bring to you, once again, my writings and inspirations. And here I am, making this video, and I'm just going to put this out there. I'm going to put it out there as it is. And here we go. Let's just post this. Have an excellent, awesome, perfect day.